Robertito isn't joining us.
Neither is Enron or Blade.
Maybe... looks like Dexter and Lextra aren't showing up.
I guess that we have to assume that Ace and Nox aren't coming either. They never come.
Well, I guess it's just the two of us.
I guess so.
Looks like we're gonna have to choose another game to play. It'd be kind of silly to play Secret Hitler with just the two of us.
That seems to be for the best. Unless, of course, you're scared you're gonna lose.
Scared? I'm not scared. It'd be unfair to you. I wouldn't want to kick your ass too quickly.
Oh, really? Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what I think. Let's play.
Let's start off by closing our eyes. One of us here is liberal and the other is Hitler. If you are Hitler, open your eyes.
Of course, it's no accident that I am Hitler. I simply followed the cards as he shuffled. Almost too easy.
Since I'm liberal, that means he has to be Hitler by process of elimination. Knowing that is half the battle. Now, all I have to do is place down 5 liberal policies on the board, and I can win.
The normal way for the fascists to win is to get 6 fascist policies passed. My strategy must be altered for this 2-player version. I'll win by either becoming Chancellor after the 3rd fascist policy is placed, or I must kill the liberal with my 4th fascist policy. Realistically, my best chance of winning is by becoming Chancellor. Everything I do from here on in will be directed to that goal. First, I must convince the Liberal that I am on his team by placing liberal policies early in the game.
Hitler's no fool. He'll want to place 1 or 2 liberal policies down right off the bat to try and secure my trust. I'll play along, at least at first. Hitler will be helping me with my goal of placing liberal policies.
He'll be playing right into my hand.
Okay, Hitler, close your eyes. Everyone, open your eyes. I know for a fact Hitler had his eyes open, so Hitler's pupils shouldn't be dilated because his eyes have already adjusted to the light.
So that's your game. He's checking to see whether or not my pupils are dilated.
I don't understand. His pupils are dilated. It's as if his eyes have been closed this whole time. Am I wrong? Is he really not Hitler?
Fool. I'd already thought of that. Before the game, I'd put in special contacts to make it look as if my pupils are dilated.
I don't know how he did it, but I certainly can't trust him. I need more information.
Alright, I'm the first president. The only choice left is who my chancellor will be.
If I were Hitler, I'd give the chancellorship to the one most suspicious of me, so I'd both secure the votes and convince the person that I was trustworthy. He'll give me the chancellorship, I just know it.
The only person I can really give the chancellorship to is my enemy. I'll make him trust me. Then I'll rip that trust from under him and let him taste the bitterness of defeat.
Glad you trust me in this position.
Of course I trust you. I know you.
Thank you.
Okay, remember, before either of us votes, if even one of us says 9, the election fails. If we fail 3 elections in a row, we have to flip over the top policy card.
Indeed, because that policy would most likely be fascist, as the ratio to fascist to liberals is almost 2 to 1.
Right, and neither of us want that. A victory with that game mechanic would hardly be a victory.
Winning like that won't be enough for either of us. I'll crush him at his own game, never letting an election fail. Alright, reveal in 3,
2, 1. All right. There's no way to stop the liberal from placing a liberal policy, even if I didn't want him to. But do I give him a choice? I'm positive he's going to keep track of which policies are in the discard and which are still in the deck. I somehow need to throw off the odds.
Why would he give me 2 liberal policies? If he had drawn 2 liberal policies and 1 fascist, then why did he pretend to have drawn 1 liberal and 2 fascist? He could have pretended that he got rid of the fascist rather than the liberal, both earning my trust and distorting the odds at the same time. There are 11 fascist policies and 6 liberal in the game. Is it possible he drew 3 liberal policies? I mean, it's not impossible. I'd hate to start the game off with 3 liberal policies, because then that would mean there are only 11 fascist policies and 3 liberal left in the deck. Not great odds any way you look at it. I'll of course play liberal policy, but I'll wait to see what he claims to have drawn.
I'll need to be careful about how I deliver the information. I only need to tell him what he wants to hear, without sounding like I know what he wants to hear.
So, what were the policies you drew?
Unfortunately, I drew 3 liberal policies. That's only gonna screw up the odds until we can at least reshuffle.
Just as I was suspecting. It would have been a wiser move to have only given me 1 liberal and 1 fascist.
It might have been wiser to only have given him a liberal and a fascist, but that would have been immediately suspect. And now, he'll be less suspicious when, in the future, I claim I drew 3 fascist policies. Now, to earn his trust. Even though the odds are stacked against us, I know that if we work together, we can put down all of the liberal cards.
With you and I working as one team, there's nothing we won't be able to do. What a pathetic attempt to gain my trust. One liberal, 2 fascist. Let's see what you do with this.
Let's see if you trust me now.
1 liberal, 2 fascist.
2 liberals, 9 fascists left. 3 liberals, 8 fascist. Two liberals, 1 fascist. Time to confuse the odds even more.
Damn. This means one of 2 things. 1, Hitler was lying on the first draw and there's only 1 liberal left in the deck. 2, Hitler was telling the truth and there aren't any liberals left in the deck. The only way to prove either right or wrong is to find the 1 liberal left in the deck. If I find it, I'll know for certain I was lied to, and the man sitting across me is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, Hitler. If I can't find it, he was probably able to draw and discard it. Or perhaps he isn't Hitler. Maybe I could actually trust him.
It's critical that I find that last liberal policy before the liberal does. If he finds it, I'll be revealed, and I'll be locked out of winning the game. The game rests on a knife's edge, and only chance will decide how it falls.
The truth is hard to sort out among the secrets and the lies.
Familiar faces watch you, but with a perfect stranger's eyes. 0 liberal, 8 fascists. 1 liberal, 7 fascists.
We'll have to see.
Zero liberals, 5 fascists. The game has finally started to shift into its next phase. I can place fascist without suspicion. Of course, that all means nothing if the liberal policy isn't within these next 3 cards. This makes or breaks the game. I've done it. The evidence of my tampering has been expunged. I don't dare show my joy. The liberal is waiting for my reactions. He must be suspicious of me, but he has no reason to turn on me. At least not yet. We're moving swiftly to the end game. 0 liberals, 2 fascists.
I can't tell if he's removed the liberal. Damn his poker face. We've placed 3 liberal policies and 2 fascist. 1 more fascist and Hitler essentially wins. There'd be no way for me to come back from this. If I'd be president and make him chancellor, he'll win. If he'd be president and plays a fascist, he'll kill me and he'll win. However, I only need 2 more liberal policies. If I can pretend that I can still trust him, he'll feel compelled to play at least 1 more liberal policy. Then, all that's left to play is a final liberal policy and we win. This game rests on a knife's edge. Only chance will decide how it falls.
Do I still need his trust? It would be a risky play to put down a liberal this late in the game. I could also accidentally give the liberal the game if I am the president and draw 2 liberal policies. However, there are enough fascists left in the deck to make the odds of me drawing 2 liberal policy cards in the deck at the same time unlikely. Also, the trust I'd get from putting down a liberal might be enough to throw the liberal off my trail until it's too late. A calculated risk indeed.
We're so close to winning. We got 2 liberals left in the deck and 9 fascists. We're likely to draw at least 1 liberal. Although I need 2 to win. That way Hitler can't get rid of 1 and claim it was a fascist. At least Hitler played into my hand.
We got this! I've got this. I've completely fooled him. It's almost too easy.
We truly are in the end game now.
Alright, 2 liberals, 6 fascists. I get to look at the top 3 cards, so let's hope we can find some liberals. This has fully cemented my victory. Either the liberal makes me chancellor, or I'd be president. I'll win, or I'll shoot and kill the liberal, and then I'll win. I can barely contain my excitement. Our intricate dance has concluded with your death. This is the way it ends.
There are 3 fascist policies in his hand now, I just know it. His hands are shaking with glee. He can barely stop himself from laughing. I'm nearly all the tricks. The end is near.
The top card is a liberal. If we fail the next 3 elections, we can play it. No risk.
No. You and I will end this. We'll win this together.
Ha! As if. You utter fool!
On the contrary, you yourself voted in the fool. There's a rule that says one person can be both president and chancellor, as long as the vote is unanimous. Fairly rarely is, as no one likes to see one person hold so much power, so the rule fell into obscurity. However, the vote passed.
No!
Perhaps it would help if you actually read the rules of the game every now and then.
Can't be. No!
Well, look at that. You lied. There was a liberal on top. I don't think you told a single truth this whole game. However, there's another way liberals can win. By assassinating Hitler.
You can't do. Fool. Do you realize what you've done? You're a liberal. Pro-democracy policies are bandages on a cancer patient. This country needs strength, not weakness. You have doomed Germany to extinction!
Dude, chill out. It's just a game.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The Nazis suck. Yeah, sorry.
Want to play again?